The best dressed person is not necessarily the richest, and the most beautiful woman does not necessarily marry the most handsome man. Welcome to section 10 of chapter 22 of the Holy Quran. And it begins with sign 73. Namshi. Ya ayuhan nas, durba matalon. O man, here is a parable set forth. Durba matalon. Ya ayuhan nas, O man. فاستمعوا فاستمعوا له فاستمعوا له. Listen to it. إن الذين تدعون من دون الله لن يخ لن يخلقوا لن يخلقوا ذبابا. Those on whom besides God ye call, cannot create even a fly. The even is in brackets. Lam yahluku zubaban. Where is it? Lam yahluku zubaban. Very good. Walau ijtama'u lahu. Walau ijtama'u lahu. They cannot even create a fly. Even if they all met together for the purpose, they cannot even create a fly if they all met together for the purpose. Lo ijtama'u lahu. Wa in yes wa in yaslu wa in yaslubhum wa in yaslubhu azubabu, sorry, wa in yaslubhum wa in yaslubhum zubabu wa in yaslubhum azubabu wa in yaslubhum azubabu shay'an la yastam lam yas la yastankizu lan yastankizuhu minhu la yastankizuhu lahu. Let me take it again. Wa in yaslubhum azbabu shay'an la yastankizuhu minhu. If no, and if the fly should snatch away anything from them, they would have no power to release it from the fly. We know how simple a fly is. Not many organs like an animal or a man. Very simple to create. So they say the deities that man worships cannot create a fly and let a fly settle on anything of yours, food or anything, and snatch something away. You can't snatch it back. So this is the parable that God sets forth for us. Let me say for us, believer and non-believer alike. Okay. La yastan kizu minhu. Yes. Da'ufa atalibu. Da'ufa atalibu wal mutlubu. Da'ufa atalibu wa mutlubu. Da'ufa atalibu wa mutlubu. Feeble are those who petition and those whom they petition. Feeble, at-talibu, those who petition, wal matlubu, and those whom they petition. Mm, Oh God. Exclamation mark. Let's go to the what do you call it? Let's go to the comment, the note 2855. 2855. Pardon me. 2855. Both idols and their worshippers are poor, foolish, feeble creatures. Both idols and their worshippers are poor, foolish, feeble creatures. Are poor, foolish, feeble creatures. I think that's all. Okay, let's go to the next sign, which is 74. Ma kadaru Allahu hakan kadrihu. Ma kadaru Allah hakka kadrihu. They do not have right estimate of God. That's those who worship other deities other than God. They do not have the precise estimate of God. They underrate God and His power. That's what this means. Ma kadaru Allah haka kadrihu. Inna Allah lakawiyun azizun. Inna Allah lakawiyun azizun. For God is powerful and mighty. Kawiyun, powerful, azizun, mighty. 2856 is the commentary. 2856. No one can have a true idea of God. Nobody. Nobody. Probably those in heaven with Him may have, but we here we can't. But I doubt that even. I doubt if those in heaven with God will have a true estimate of God's power. No one can have a true idea of God who descends to the base, who descends to the base forms of false worship. God has all power and He is fully able to carry out every part of His will and plan. He is exalted above all in power and dignity. Compare chapter 22, sign 40, and the note to that verse 40, the note, and note 2818 for the full meaning of Aziz. We did it before. And mighty is included in the other meanings. Okay. We go to the next sign, which is sign 75. Allahu Allahu yastafi min al-malaikat min al-malaikihi. Sorry. Allahu yastafi min al-malaikati min al-malaikati. Sorry. Allahu yastafi min al-malaikati ruslan wa min al-nas. Let me take it again. Allah yastafi min al-malaikati rusulan wa min al-nas. God chooses messengers from angels and from men. Min al-malaikati wa min al-nas, and from men. Inna Allah sami'un basirun. Inna Allah sami'un basirun. For God is He who hears and sees, into brackets, all things. Mm. If you sit somewhere and you blaspheme about God, He knows it. He knows it. In fact, whether you say it out or not, that's the most dangerous, fearful part of it. Eh? If for a brief moment something creeps into your mind that debases God, He knows it. He knows it. Not that He doesn't know it, but He is Gafurun. He is forgiver. Eh? And Awaf, forbearer. And that's why we must always bend down and ask for forgiveness. See, somebody said before, a very learned person said before, when we complain, the sun is too hot. I've made this before in my videos. The sun is so too hot. We are underrating God because He knows why He makes the sun hot. But we don't know. We take it very lightly. We underestimate His power. We don't give Him the right estimate that we should give Him. Ma kadruhu hakan. Ma kadaruhu haka kadruhu. We don't give Him the right estimate of His power. Okay. So He hears and he sees all things. That's why we landed. We go to note 2858. Note 2858. Men are chosen as messengers to ordinary men. Semicolon. For ordinary men will not be able to understand and be in communion with beings so refined as angels. Indeed, even ordinary men, we don't understand them. We don't understand them. We give them names. We debase them. We even insult them. Sa'irun, Majdun, or Majmoon, madman. Okay, refined as angels. But angels are sent as messengers to God's chosen people. So instead of sending angels to us directly, He rather sends the angels to God's seven people in the name of mankind, to people, human beings. He rather sends angels to human beings to relay God's message to us. To convey the message from time to time, full stop. In other case, they are chosen by God. In either case, they are chosen by God, are subject to God's will, and should not be worshipped as gods. That's the angels, I suppose, or the messengers. I know them. Both of them are either man or angel. They are still messengers, and they should not be worshipped by men. That's note 2857 to sign 75. Let's go to sign 76. Let's go to sign 76. Ya'lamu ma baina aydihim wa ma khalfahum. Ya'lamu ma baina aydihim wa ma khalfahum. He knows what is before them and what is behind them. Who? God knows. What is before them and what is after them. Wa ila Allahi turja'u al-umur. Wa ila Allahi turja'u al-umur. And to God go back all affairs into brackets uh, for decision. So all affairs will go back to God. The commentators is telling us why for decision, for God to decide. Note 2859. Sorry, 2857, 2858 before 2859. So 79 has commentary divided into three. Mm. One against messengers, the other one against seeing all things, and the third one against all affairs we being sent for all our affairs being sent back to God for decision. Let's go to the first one, 2858, 2858. As God regards the humblest of his creatures and hears their prayer, he sends men messengers out of their own brethren. See last note into brackets, against his own brethren. eh, And to such and so such messengers, sorry, and to such messengers he communicates the highest spiritual truths through his angels. It's just like the first part of it. mm. He could have sent angels. He doesn't send angels. He rather sends the angels to messengers to relay his message to us, God's message to us. Okay, 2859. 2859, which is against, no, I think that was 2857 we read. No, we're going to 2859. We've done 259. Yes, we're going to 2859 now, mm, which is against decision. Time before or behind, time before or behind, uh, may be of some importance to men. Sorry, my previous interpretation, what is before them and after them, doesn't necessarily mean before mankind and before man, but it's referring to time rather. So the honorable commentator is saying that he knows what is Bena ID Wabin, Bena ID Wamin Alfahim. Before and after is referring to time. Okay, so time before or behind may be of some importance to men, full stop. They may dispute as to what was the first message, as to what was the first message and what is the last message. Full stop. To God, this question of priority and posteriority is of no consequence. Full stop. All questions go back ultimately to him and are judged on their merits. Full stop. Now, let's go to the next sign, which is 77. 77. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu irka'u wa isjudu. Irka'u wa isjudu. O ye who believe, bow down, bow down. Irka'u, bow down. And in Muslim prayer, we say ruku, when you bend down like a comma, in the comma shape, pardon me, not like a comma, but in a comma shape. What is judu? Bow down and prostrate. Bow down, prostrate yourselves. So you see, this is a direct message to Muslim, or this refers to the Muslim prayer. This shows that we should pray the way Muslims pray. You go down, irka'u, and then isjudu, prostrate, go down with forehead on the ground. Irka'u wa isjudu. Huh? O ye who believe, bow down, prostrate yourself, and adore your Lord. I don't think I've finished. Wa ibudu rabbikum, and adore your Lord. Mm. So that means that is a form of prayer. Bowing down, prostrating should be our form of prayer. Mm. Wa ibudu rabbukum. Wa ibudu rabbakum. Sorry, wa ibudu rabbakum. Wa if alu al khairan wa if alu al khair al khaira wa if alu al khaira wa if alu al khaira la'allakum tuflihun. And do good if lahu al khaira. If lahu al khaira, and do good la'allakum tuflihun, so that ye may prosper. 2860 is on ifluhu, to prosper. Mm. Yes, tuflihu is there in the sentence is tuflihu, tuflihu, that ye may prosper, and that prosper here is being explained in a spiritual sense, both in life and in the hereafter. So the prosperity here, the prosperity being talked here is in this world and then in the hereafter. Of course, in this world you will prosper if you bow down, prostrate as a form of prayer, you will prosper. People will not see you prospering, but you know inwardly that you prosper when you do that. Then in heaven or after death, you will still prosper when you are admitted in the heaven. Mm. When God will say, Salamun alaikum, is idkhulu jannati. That's the greatest prosper. The greatest prosperity that can be given you. Salamun alaikum, idkhulu jannati. Peace be unto you. Enter my garden. That's prosperity for you. Okay. We go to sign 78. Yes, we go to sign 78. Wajahidu fillahi hakan jahadihi. Wajahidu fillahi hakan jahadihi. And strive in his cause as ye ought to strike. Here, God is not the interpretation of God is not mentioned, but in the Arabic side, it is Jahidu fillahi. Strive in God's cause. Here, he doesn't mention God, but he say his representing God's cause. As he ought to strive. Hakan jihadihi. Okay. Huwa ijtibaakum. Huwa ijtibaakum. وما جعل عليكم في دين من حرج هو اجتباكم وما جعل عليكم في دين من حرج. No difficulty. Okay. Let's go to the English side. And strive in his cause as ye ought to strive. Jahidu hakan uh, jihadihi in scores into brackets with sincerity and under discipline, into brackets with sincerity and uh, discipline. We now go to the last part that we read. Huwa ishtiba'akum. Let me make sure that I read it right. Huwa ishtiba'akum. Sorry, where is it? Yes, huwa ishtiba'akum wa ma ja'ala alaykum fi dini min harajin. Mm. Uh, He has chosen you, who are Ishtibakum, he has chosen you, and has imposed no difficulties on you. وَمَا جَعَلَ لَكُمْ فِي دِينِ مِنْ harajin, and has imposed no difficulties on you in religion. In religion. Mm. Even though the practitioner of the Islamic religion may see it as difficulty, God doesn't see it as difficulty. Why? He's giving you the brain, the strength, food, everything free. Just prostrate for him. What is the difficulty in it? Either what or where. What is the difficulty in it? It can also it can equally be said, where is the difficulty in it? Mm. Uh, in religion. Then it adds, وَمَا جَعَلَ لَكُمْ فِي دِينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ مِلَةٍ أَبِيكُمْ إِبْرَاهِيمَ مِلَةٍ أَبِيكُمْ إِبْرَاهِيمَ. Sorry, it's not abikum, it's milatin abikum. Sorry, milatin abikum Ibrahima. Viewers, I always ask for forgiveness when I read badly. I think you understand me. So, what I read here may not be the best. There are people who can read better than me, but they are not on YouTube. But maybe I will say God has chosen me to do the work. So that's it. Milatin Abikum Ibrahima, the religion of your father Abraham, my father, your father, the father of the Christian, the father of the Jew. All of us, our father Abraham. In Christian prayers, we say, Our Father who art in heaven, referring to God. But here, God is now referring to Abraham as our father. But they are both in heaven. Abraham is in heaven, God is in heaven. So the Christian prayer, I don't know whom they are referring to, whether God or Abraham. Anyway, I suppose it's God. The Quran is telling us Abraham is our father, and he's abiding in heaven now. Okay. Milatin abikum Ibrahima. What is it? I easily lose my bearing. Ibrahima. Huwa samaakum al-muslimina min qablu. Huwa samiukum al-muslimin min qablu. It is he who, Abraham, it is he. Let me put in my own brackets. Let me insert my own brackets. It is he, Abraham, who has named you Muslims. Huwa samiu huwa samikum muslimina min qablu. It is he who named you Muslims, both before and in this revelation. Huwa samikum muslimin min qablu. وفي هذا من قبل وفي هذا من قبل is both before وفي هذا وفي هذا and in this وفي هذا and in this. It stops there. But then our honorable commentator has put in brackets revelation in this revelation. But the intelligent Muslim knows it when he says in this. The intelligent Muslim knows that it is this revelation. Of course, God has answered many times, Afala takilun. Don't you understand that when I say in this, it means in this revelation? All right. Uh, liyaku, liyakuna liyakuna ar-rasulu shahidan alaykum. Liyakuna ar-rasulu shahidan alaykum. That the messenger may be a witness for you, for you, and ye be witness for mankind. I didn't get there. Liyakuna liyakuna arusulu shahidin, to become a witness to you, alaykum. Watakunu shuhadaa ala annas. Wa yakunu shuhadaa ala annas. To become a witness to you, to become a witness for you, and ye be witness for mankind. Pardon me. And ye witness, and ye be witness for mankind. Watakunu shahadaa ala annas. And ye be witness for mankind. There's commentary to it, but not before we finish the verse. Fa'akimu salawata. Fa'akimu salawata. So establish regular prayer. That's akimu, stand straight. Irku, bow. Isjudu. So that's where the akimu comes here. So you start by standing straight. Then irkuhu, bow in the form of a comma. Then isjudu. Fa'ikimu salawata. Let's see. Yeah. Fa'ikimu salawata. Wa'atu zakawata. And regular prayer. Give zakat. Give zakat. Wa'atu salawata. And give zakat. Wa'itasimu billahi. Wa'itasimu billahi. And hold fast to God. Itasimu billahi. Hold fast to God. Faster than we hold our phones. When you are going on anywhere, your phone is with you. And in order that it will not drop, you hold it fast. You hold it very firmly at an appropriate side of it so that you don't off it or miss what you want to see. You hold fast to God. However, most of us hold our phones faster than we should hold God. Pardon me to say that. I believe you guys will understand me. And hold fast to God. Where is it? Wakimu salawata, watu zakawata, wa tasimu billahi. Hold fast to God. Huwa maulaakum. Huwa maulaakum. And hold fast to God. He is your protector. Huwa maulaakum. Not the idol. Not the prophet that you worship as God. Or any other deity that you worship as God. Huwa maulaakum. He is your protector. Mm? فنعم المولى ونعم النصير ونعم المولى ونعم فنعم المولى ونعم النصير. The best to protect, نعم المولى, and the best to help, نعم النصير, نعم النصير. Hold fast to God. He's the best to protect and the best to help. And that was sign 78. Mm, I don't know if we read sign 77. If we read if we read the note to sign 76, this is 2860. 2860. We did it. Prosper in a spiritual, both in, yeah. Then, two, yes, then we now go to 28, note, sorry, we now go to note 2861. To note 2864, 61, 62, 63, 64, to the same sign 78. Let's start with 2861. Mm. Of course, we should, because we're supposed to go orderly. Mm. 2861. What is it against discipline? 2861. Mm. And ought to strive. Jahidu haka jihadihi. Jahidu haka jihadihi. That's it. That's what this sign is referring to. As for us, the striving is concerned with jihad in the narrow sense, comma. See the limitations in note 204 to chapter 2, sign 90, and note 205 to chapter 2, sign 91. We haven't done that, unfortunately. I was not wise enough to start reading the commentary from chapter 1, but rather I think from chapter 7 or so, Al Imran, thereabouts. Pardon me for that, so we cannot go back there. I think at the end of it all, we should go back to do the commentary thereof. Mm. So we can't go back. We can't go back there. It's not in your in my video. Mm. Okay, but the words are perfectly general and apply to all true and unselfish striving for spiritual good. Okay, now go to 2862, which is difficult, mean harajin. It's about difficulties in reading harajin. The Jews were hampered by many restrictions. Okay, I now understand. Mm. Okay, it applies to what I also said, what I said too. Mm. The Jews were hampered by many restrictions, comma, and their religion was racial. Mm. Full stop. Christians, comma, as originally preached was Christianity as originally preached was a hermit religion. Semicolon. Sell whatsoever you sell whatsoever thou hast. Into brackets, Mark 10:21. That's Bible. Bible Mark, the mark in the Bible. 10:21. Colon. Brackets close colon. Take no thought. Take no thought for the morrow. Take no thought for the morrow. Inverted brackets, inverted commas close. So sell what is that's where the inverted commas begin, and it closes with thought for moral. Okay, then that is again we are being referred again to Matthew 6:34 or to Matthew VI sign 34. Mm, Brackets close. Islam, as originally preached, gives freedom and full play to man's faculties. Islam, as originally preached, gives freedom and full play to man's faculties of every kind. Full stop. Mm. It is universal and claims to date from Adam. It is universal and claims to date from Adam. So Islam started from Adam. Mm. And the learned ones tell us Adam looked up in the sky and saw it written, La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah. When he was made from clay, God made him see it written in the sky, La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah. That's what the learned ones tell us. Mm. So Islam, universal, and claims to date from Adam, colon. Father Abraham is mentioned as the great ancestor of those among whom Islam was first preached, into brackets, Jews, Christians, and Arabs. So Islam was first preached to the Jews, to the Christians, and the Arabs eh, uh, as uh, as Abraham being the progenitor of Islam. Hmm? Let me repeat it. Abraham is mentioned in the great ans- Abraham is mentioned as the great ancestor of those among whom Islam was first preached, into brackets, Jews, Christians, and Arabs. Mm. We now go to uh, 2863. 2863, that's 2861 we did. Mm. And 2863 is against uh, before and after. uh, Before and after this revelation. Kablo. Kablo before wa haza into brackets revelation. Before, see Abraham's prayer in chapter 2, Psalm 128. Mm, Full stop. In this revelation, in this very verse, so when they say in this revelation, that's in this very verse, as well as in other places. Okay, in this very verse, as well as in other places. That was note 2863 to sign 78. Let's go to sign, no, not sign, but note. Let's go to note 2864. Let's go to note 2864. It's against mankind. Muhammad being witness, or about the two witnesses, that the messenger may be witness for you, and ye be witness for mankind. Mm. I think the messenger here means angels being witness to God, to Muhammad, and Muhammad being witness to mankind. I believe so. If that's not the case, please pardon me. Mm. I know there are people out there who are more learned than me. I admit it. Like I said, somehow I am doing the reading. So please bear with me. Let's see. Uh, 2864. Mm, 2864. See chapter 2, sign 143. Viewers, I wish to remind when I say sign, uh, others may say verse. But the verse means signs in Arabic. Ayah actually means sign. So see chapter 2, sign 143, and notes 143 and 144. Full stop. As the prophet is a guide and exemplar among us, so Muslims ought to be exemplars among mankind. Mm. So this is the witnessing. Muhammad witnesses says, and we, the practitioners, have to have to be witnesses amongst mankind. It can be, it can also be as the angels are witnesses to Muhammad, so Muhammad is witnesses to mankind. In any case, whatever you like, there must be, in whatever be the case, there must be some kind of witnessing, mm, okay, among mankind. The best witness to God's truth are those who show its light in their lives. And that's all. I've said it. You are practicing and you show true signs to people, mankind, that you are a good practitioner. You are a witness, good witness. They witness it one day, you see it one day. Mm. Uh, and like I said, it's not only Muslims. You go to Christianity, you see the Christians, you see good Christians, you see the way they behave. They are sober, humble, mm, do everything carefully. They walk carefully, like chameleon. Not precisely, but approaching that of chameleon. They walk carefully, speak carefully. Mm. That's both Christians and Jews and Muslims too. Those who are humble, you see them, they are witness. We are witness, we will be witness to them someday. Mm. And I've said it many times. You see Christian ladies, they don't use makeups too much. Mm. Here, lipstick, and then so much pomade around the body and hair, perm the hair. They don't. They look very, very, very simple. We don't know what material this makeup is made of. Recently, I saw on the internet, that we must be careful when we use makeup. So the Christian ladies are very simple. Also, the men too are very careful. They dress modestly, to be witnesses to mankind, and mankind will be witnesses to them on the day of judgment. Mm. For all the religions, I'm not mentioning this here, for Christians, Muslims, and Jews alike. Mm. Uh, Truth, the best witness to God's truth are those who show its light in their lives. And that is the the fourth comment or the fourth note to sign 78. And sign 78 happens to be the last sign of section 10 of chapter 22 of the Holy Quran. When we come back next time, in our next video, we shall start with Surah Al-Mu'minun, the chapter devoted to believers, true believers, the qualities that we should expect a true believer to have. In chapter 23. And of course, it includes Akimu Salawata, wa irku'u, wa isjudu, stand straight, bow, and it includes that. Let's stop here, and we'll continue in another episode. May God be with you all. Thank you very much. Ila leka, bye bye, au revoir.